money there and said, listen, he had to have a good reputation because he said, take care of him. And if it go over what I've left, when I come back, I'll pay for it. Now, so don't ever think the person that you think is most capable of doing the job is always going to do it. Sometimes the person that's most capable to do it, don't do it. God, I need some help here. Goliath was the man that was most capable of doing it, but he did not take the challenge. He didn't budge. So in verse 5 through 9, describe Goliath's war clothing, a brass helmet. Ordinary troops had leather helmets, but he had a brass helmet. His coat was made of overlapping plates of brass sewn into leather. This armor weighed about 135 pounds. His armor weighed more almost than David weighed. And not only that, this protected his legs, his body from the swords and spears. The head of Goliath's spear weighed about 17 pounds, and the spear head weighed 600 shekels of iron, and one bearing a shield went before him. He was physically protected, at least that's what he thought. So the devil, here he is, covered with armor, and then have a shield bearer in front of him. And he issues a challenge to Israel that don't have none of those things. David could not even wear those clothes because they would have weighted him down. They would have weighted him down. And so David wasn't even supposed to be in the army. He didn't qualify for the army. He didn't. And from man's standard, he didn't qualify for the army. But let me tell you something. Many of us that folks have counted out, God saw that we belonged, we were somebody. God knew that we could do the job. He didn't call us because we were stronger. He didn't call us because we had a better education. He didn't call us because we could do the job. He called us so he knew he could use us to do the job that he needed done through us. That's the reason he called us. So then, in verse 10, Goliath defied, which means he put under reproach. He was insulting God. He called out and said, and when Saul and his army heard these defiant words, send me a man. Said, send me a man. Send me somebody. So I